Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. We're back in Utopia, back in our safari habitat, and hopefully I might get it finished today. I'm not too sure. We'll see. One thing I've decided while I've been away is that I'm going to have to start drawing this zoo to a close, purely because it's got so many pieces in it that it's starting to lag the computer a bit. So that's fine because we've still got a bit of space. So what I'll do basically, I'll draw a line somewhere like this to join these two areas together, and we'll just get these bits filled in, and then that'll be it, and we'll move on to the next zoo. And I've already thought a bit about what I want my next zoo to be, but we won't discuss that now. We'll crack on and we'll discuss that in a few episodes time once we're getting nearer to the end of this one. First, let's do a bit of work on the ground around here. So I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my favorite. I'm gonna come in with some of this stuff and do a little bit of work with this around the edges here, because this stuff just looks great. And then we're gonna do some foliage as well on this raised area here that I haven't really touched yet. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not going to do the same foliage on here as I've done elsewhere, like right around the outside. We're going to keep it a bit different. I don't want it as bushy as the outside area, which is my main reasoning behind that. But you know me and my grass, this stuff I just like lining the edges with this stuff. It just adds a lot. So once again, thank you for your lovely feedback over the last few episodes. I think everyone's enjoying the series, and this habitat in particular. I feel like this habitat did get away from me a little bit. I think it ended up being too big. But I'm happy to admit when I've made errors. So I need to be more restrained, I think. I think that's what's happened to this zoo. As much as I'm enjoying it, it's very easy for a big zoo like this to kind of get away from you. I do feel like I'm on the verge of that happening. But that's fine. We can restrain it, pull it back in, and it'll be fine. So yeah, so in my next zoo, like I say, I'm not going to quite discuss my plans for it yet as such, but I am going to be much more restrained. It's going to be a very different style of zoo. The main problem we've got with this one, as you know, is that the number of rocks that I've put in this, they really add to the polygon count when the game is running. And so you end up with your computer having so many things to load, and it just lags. Unless you've got a really, really good computer, which I don't, then it can really affect your gameplay. It's okay at the moment, but as you saw in the last couple of episodes, there were times when it's having to do calculations about things, and it just stops. It just completely freezes, because it's just got so many layers upon layers of things that it's thinking about, and that's not good. That is not what we want. Right, okay, how is that looking? That is looking nice. I'm not going to do that around the rest of it. I just want to do it around there. I'll tell you what I will do actually. I'll do it around our little rock formations here, because I think that will look nice. Just a bit around here and a bit around here. Something like that. Excellent. And then I am going to put some of this one in. As you know, this is one of my other favourite pieces, and I just think this works so well with this style of grass. I think it just looks great around the rocks. Let's come up the top here as well. And it just works. If you just dot these around, it just looks nice and natural, which is the effect that we want. I'll get one or two up around here as well. And then I think what I'm going to actually put on the rocks is probably going to be a combination of different bushes. I'll probably do some arrow wood just because that's my thing. You know me and my arrow wood. It's a very versatile option. All the animals are up here, which is great. Got zebras knocking about. You got the little springboks. Or was that, no, the Thompson gazelles, I think those were, on the rocks, which looks really cool. Okay, that's looking good. So let's have a look at some, excuse me, some bushes. So this is the obvious option, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with some of this. Just, you know, it just works, doesn't it? It doesn't matter how many times you do it. You always come back to your classics because it just looks nice around these rocks. Especially like this, where you've got a bit of a cliff. Just helps to really brighten up the cliff face a bit. Make them look aged, like things have been there for a while and everything's growing around them. And then I don't know what else I might do. I don't know if I'm going to actually have another type of bush growing on these or not. I feel like I should have something else, but I'm not really sure what. Okay, that does look nice. What else have we got? We've got some salt water. I could do actually, yeah, I do love this stuff. And this looks quite sort of deserty. Not that it's a desert, no, that's the wrong word, isn't it? Plains. That's what these are, plains. And this looks, it looks plainsy, if that's, it's not a word at all, is it? But you know what I mean. It just kind of works in this environment. Okay, and I probably need a few around the bottom on this side. Mostly around the rocks. I might stick one or two further out. And again, just random dotting. Don't want it all looking too forced. I hope the animals can still get down this little corridor at the back here. Okay, that is looking pretty good. Let's just get one in there. That's looking nice. I like that. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything else I might want to put in. You know, I don't think I need more than that actually. I think that's looking pretty good now. Let's check the traversable area. Yeah, so they can't quite get through there. Is that because I put a saltwort bush in here? It could literally just be that one bush that's stopping them get through there. No, it's the rocks as well, I think. I don't mind. They can get in there. They just can't go all the way through. I imagine the smaller animals probably can. Yeah, the other ones are fine. Let's leave that. So I'm happy with this area now. I think that's looking nice. So we've still got a bit of work around the restaurant here. And a lot of this is just going to be left open as well, because you know, you don't need to have every area sort of looking really, really full up, because these animals need quite a lot of roaming space. It's the front here that I want to do some work on, because it is looking a little bit bare here, and I did want to do something. I'm not entirely sure what. I might almost make it look formal, like this, because you wouldn't really want the animals getting right in here, because that, you know, that could potentially be a little bit dodgy, couldn't it? Having them getting there, especially the giraffe, you know, getting right up to the edge here. So yeah, I think a little bit of sort of formal planting in there to block that off would make sense. Yeah, I like that actually. It looks on purpose, which is exactly what I wanted. Actually, around the back here we're okay, because we've got the arrowwood bush around there, so that's all fine. So what else haven't we done? I know we haven't done the water yet, obviously. That's kind of the last area to do. In fact, I think that is it. I think the rest is fine. Obviously I've got trees to put in as well, but I'm not there yet. I want to get the other areas done first. So let's think about this. I just want to get this edge here covered up, because that looks terrible. So I'll just get some rocks on there. And again, I will do some rocks on some of this edging along here, because it just doesn't look very good like it is. You want to try and cover up the dodgy edging. Again, try not to have the rocks looking too repetitive, which is not easy. I don't mind that the animals can't navigate past all of this. That is not a problem. Let's just make sure that's still accessible. Good. So I quite like that. It kind of just keeps that bit looking a little bit different to the rest. I think I'll just put a little bit more just here. So that's then going to be open. And I think I'll just do, I don't know, will I do them? I don't know if I need it all around this edge. Or, the problem is that the edge itself just doesn't look very nice, does it, like this? So I probably do need to kind of build it up a bit. Again, just trying to change the patterning as much as I can. You know, get the odd random bits sticking out a bit more into the water, this kind of thing, you know. Create little coves, anything you can do really just to break the patterning up. Something like that. There we go, that's looking nice actually. Yeah, I think that's worked well. Just looking at this, do I need any more here? I probably do, yes. Let's just continue it along here. And here. And just here, in fact. So all you're left with really is the little beach areas. Excellent. That's looking nice. So I don't need to do too much in the water, because I think it's good just to leave the water fairly empty. And I don't really want to do too much around these rocks. I almost want it to look like these rocks at the back are natural and overgrown, whereas these ones are all artificial, like it's a big sort of artificial edging to the lake. Because I think that will look quite nice like that. But I should do some, let's have a look at some reeds. So I'm going to go with these big ones, and you know what I'm just going to create a little pattern of these. That I can get in here and just duplicate around, something like that. So these, obviously we know from experience that these do block the traversable area, which is fine because the animals don't need a huge amount of space in the water anyway. But I just want some of this stuff around. I'll get some in the little stream bit here, I think, as well. There we go. That looks nice. Just adds a little bit something to the water. So I know they can't go through the middle here, but that's absolutely fine. They don't need to be able to go through there. Excellent. I think that's going to be it for the water. I'm not going to put lilies in. I don't think that makes sense. I think these animals would sort of destroy them anyway. So I think the water is fine like that. Trees, let's have a think. I liked this blackthorn bush, so I'm going to put a few more of these in. I thought these looked quite nice, and I don't know, they just look nice next to the water. So let's just get a few of those there. But then what? What other trees do we want? Let's have a look. An apple tree. Oh, I hadn't spotted that before. That's interesting. What? Alright, let's have a look. What continent? Let's go Africa. Let's see what we've got. It is a bit African-y. Oh, this one is actually an African tree. That's interesting. We've got the poplar. We got the crazy. What's this one? A baobab. Coastal mangrove. I don't really want palm trees. That's not quite right. Oh, the common yew tree. No, that's not quite right. But it's all very small. Ah, here we go. This is more like it. I know I literally just said I didn't want a palm, but that does have potential. Big old fig trees again. No, not the right look. Holly. Oh, these are those big things, aren't they? Mangrove. Olive tree. Now again, they'd look cool, but they're all a bit small. Little quiver trees. Sausage tree, interesting. Tamarind. We've got this this classic favourite of mine. I do quite like these ones. They do look nice, don't they? Especially on rocks like this. I can't really resist these things. Just get a few of these dotted around. And then I will find something else. Actually, we've got the more upright ones as well. I'll do a few of those. I don't want it too covered with trees, but at the same time, the animals need shade, so it would make sense to have various trees dotted around. A couple of them right out in the open as well. Make sure we're offering some shade in these big open areas. We've got the tamarins, which I do quite like. We've got the weeping willows. They look good. Here we go. This is what I want. Yes, the hookthorn acacia. Oh no, sorry, not the hookthorn acacia, no, the umbrella thorn acacia. These things are amazing. So yeah, let's get some of these in. Just going to dot them around, I think. Get one up on there. Get one. Ooh, is there room for one here somewhere? Okay, how are we looking? Let's come down and see what we think. I quite like it. I don't think there's too many obvious gaps. The animals seem happy. All trotting around. Fantastic. Do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. See, I told you we'd get it done in this episode. I think we're there. I think that is our safari habitat done. I'm very happy with that. I think that's pretty cool. So there we go. Let me know what you think of our safari habitat. So we had our lovely restaurant in the middle. That turned out really nicely. We've got the adventure ride around the outside. That was quite an interesting idea. Something different to do around the outside. Great. So what do we move on to next? Something small. We've got a nice gap here, haven't we? With an obvious edge. If I can find an animal that doesn't go over the water, or if they do, I can just put rocks or something in there, can't I? I could always bring the stream in, have a little pool in here maybe. Or I could just do rocks on this side and allow them access from here. That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Let's just check. I've got a glass barrier there. Yeah, and I've got one there, so I can manipulate this bit quite happily. Let's just do this path. So I think the pathway is going. I might as well finish it. Is what I'm trying to say, because I kind of know what's going to happen now. If I'm planning on ending the zoo, which I am, so if we count this as an end, I guess I could have a habitat in here. So I don't need the stream going out there, so I'll probably bring the stream around the outside like that to make sort of backdrop to the whole thing. And then if I have a pathway, say something like that, and if let's just see. Oh look, I've still got a still got one of my lights hanging there. Here we go. Let's just get this connected in like that. Oh yes, this is one of my little lights, isn't it? Let's get these over here, because I haven't done any lighting in this habitat at all actually. So I should do that while I think about it. I did lighting in the restaurant, but I haven't done anything outside here. And you know how I like to have these things in these trees. I like to just plop them in like that up into the foliage. Makes it look like they're hanging. It's a very simple technique, but it definitely works. Like that. Where else have we got these trees? Let's just keep going really. Wherever we've got one, I'll pop a light in. There's one. And up there. Got one here, maybe over the water. And there. And up here. And over here next to the ride. And I think just one more. Oh no, I've done that one. Let's just check that out. Yeah, they don't offer a huge amount of light, but just enough. There's not really too much around here, but then if you're going on a sort of a nighttime adventure ride, you wouldn't want it to be too lit up, would you? and you've got plenty of light there. I guess the idea in this habitat is that you're sitting in the restaurant and looking out, enjoying the view at night. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? Sitting there in your head height with the giraffe. Very cool. Right, let's get back to this. So we've got our path. Let's have a look at the stream. So let's get in there. Let's just remove that water, and let's go in here. So let's just take that down. So this will be the backdrop basically to the water. This will be the last stretch. So over here, let's get rid of all of this at this end. Okay, and then let's bring this around here. And there we go, we are joined up. So these rocks basically will come around the back of the water here and join into here. So I reckon we've got room in here now for sort of a habitat there, maybe 2 in there, and then what we could have sort of 1, 2, 3 maybe in here as well. And then I think that will do it for this zoo, because otherwise my computer will just give up the ghost, unfortunately. That's fine. Okay, so what do we want to do next? We haven't got a lot of time in this episode, but let's think about this small area here and what sort of animal we want to put in. What haven't we done? So we've done red pandas. I've got orangutan, so I've got an ape. I've got the gorillas over there as well. We haven't really done cats yet, have we? Or have we? Do you know what? I can't remember. Yes, I've got cats in here. You know, I just forget what I've done. Hippos. Have I done big hippos? They were in, yes, I think I did, didn't I? I did them in the first habitat. Yes, so I've got big hippos. I've got all the crocodiles as well. I've got elephants. So what don't I have? What's interesting? Let's have a look. I'm gonna no. I've got 2 ideas for new zoos that I want to do. So there's certain animals that I want to not use because I want them in this new zoo that I'm going to do. I don't know which zoo I'm going to do first though. I've got 2 ideas and I don't know which one's going to be first. They're going to be very different. One of them, I'll give you a few clues. One of them is going to be a very big zoo, but nothing like this. Really spread out, lots of open land. Like it's almost like you don't build right next to each other. You build, a habitat here and then a habitat right over here somewhere, and then you have a big path going with lots of parkland around it, that sort of thing. And the other zoo idea that I've got is just having all these small animals like the aardvarks, tapir, all the small stuff, and having it really compact but really detailed. And lots of custom buildings and all sorts of stuff like that. So those are my sort of 2 thoughts on my next zoos. Tell you what, let's do something like the sea lion. That could be quite a nice one to do because we've got the water. So if I could do a nice sea lion habitat, I reckon, in here. That might look nice. If I bring the water in and give them a nice big swimming area, and I guess probably make it deeper as well, I would say. So they've got a really nice bit of swimming space in here. I reckon that could look really cool. And then I'm just wondering, would I want some sort of underground viewing for them? Let's think about that in the next episode. Let's leave it there for now. Excellent. Okay, well, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let me know what you think. Do you like the safari habitat? And have you got ideas for what final few habitats you'd like me to do? Yeah, let me know. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do hit the like button. That really helps out the channel. And if you've got anything you want to say, please do leave a comment down below. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.